We all know what mob won the mob votes, Allay, and thankfully the community didn't pick a last second low effort filler idea this time.
Vote for Minecraft.
First off, tell me in the comments how you think the Allay should work, and with that let's take a look at the Allay. Allays can be given any item which they will then use to track down items of the same type in the area and bring them to the player. They also seem quite fond of node blocks and can be called over with them. However, there is one major problem with this mob, and that is the fact that nobody, and I mean nobody, will use it as a collection system for anything except maybe massive crop farms, and its effectiveness there is also questionable. It really all depends on how fast allies can pick up items and how many they can hold at a time before needing to come back to the player to drop off the items. It would also require multiple allays to pick up every single type of items dropped, and would likely require more time and maintenance than simply picking up the drops yourself. So really what all this means is that allays are basically glorified hoppers. However, there is potential for them to be so much more. You see, allays can only pick up items that match the one given to it. This means that this mob could potentially be a living item sorter. Seeing how the mob is looking at this time, this is probably not going to be the case, but then again Mojang turned the glow squid from worse to bad, so there is still a possibility.
Not me.
One idea for this is that maybe allies can have a dedicated drop-off zone. Allies are quite fond of node blocks, and node blocks can play many different instruments depending on what block is underneath. What I'm thinking is that some of these instruments could be used to trigger certain behavior for the allay. For example, an iron xylophone would signal the allay to keep collecting items after you drop them off, and the bell would signal them to drop the items off above the bell node block. Of course, there are many more instruments with many possibilities for different allay behaviors, but these are just some to prove my point. Right now, allays are looking like a cool but rather useless feature. Unless you lost a very valuable item, there is an allay nearby, and you have one more copy of that item on hand, allays won't see much use. However, if Mojang gives us a way to manipulate the allay's behavior in a way that best supports our goals for a collection/sorting system, this mob could very well go from meh to simply amazing. Be sure to like and subscribe to boost me in the algorithm. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.